Hello, welcome back. I hope you and your families are all well. I haven't done a video for a while. Thank you to those people who watch the videos and ask when are you going to do another video. Well, I'm doing one, and it's actually about achieving consistent good scores. But before we get to that topic, I thought a lot has happened this year with COVID and not being able to practice all the time because shooting grounds have shut. And one thing I've learnt is ammunition's been harder to find because it's imported from overseas. So I've probably shot 4 or 5 different kinds of ammunition. And, you know, no matter what you shoot, they all break the targets if you point the gun at the right place. And so my preferred cartridge is a 1250 feet per second, and so I've tried different brands. They all break the target. Some kick a bit more. I've tried 1170s, but I like to feel a little bit of oomph in the gun, even though I'm not a big bloke, but I do like to feel that oomph, you know. Some people like 1170s, whatever you like, but even the 1170s, they break targets quite well. So that's just by the by. Anyway, this is, for those of you who watch my videos, this is my ASE Gold, and I got this at the start of the year, about February last year, and you might remember that I did the stock in with marine grade, a spray can of marine grade. I sanded it down and covered up the checkering, and it's held up. Here goes the gun, and it's held up quite well. So I'm quite happy with it. Got a fancy little sticker on there that you can buy online, Beretta. They're about $3 each, and that's the gun. And you all know that the one thing I love about this gun is the cross bolt, and it just makes a magnificent sound when you close it. It's just really, really, really nice. The gunsmith I want to take it to is in another state, and so when I can travel there, and I can't go there because of COVID, it hasn't been serviced. I don't know when the last time this gun has been serviced, because I bought it old, and it's about 25 years old, and so as soon as I can, I'll get it serviced. But it hasn't missed a beat. And there it is. There it is. Okay, so let's get to the topic. Enough meandering from me. Let's get to the topic about achieving consistent good scores. I just want to, oh yes, before I forget, my gun has internal chokes, and you can barely see the chokes. And this is the key that opens up those chokes. So you push it in and turn to take it out. But normally with external chokes, you can just tighten them up by hand all the time and check them. With internal chokes, before you go out to shoot every time, just make sure that they're tight. And all you do is push it in and just turn the choke key. That's it. Because if they get loose, then the end of your barrel will blow off. Okay, so if you're going to talk about achieving high scores, I've got to put my money where my mouth is. So I'm going to show you my scorebook, and I've highlighted everything that's better than 96%. So I've highlighted 48 out of 50, 49 out of 50, 50 out of 50, and 24 out of 25. So this scorebook starts March of this year. So it's 7 months ago. So these are the yellow stuff is the 96% or better. So that's there. That's just so you believe what I say, that I can shoot a little bit. I'm not a champion by any means. But every now and then I shoot a decent score. So that's March. That's a few months later. Not as many there. And that's my latest one last week. Okay, so having established the fact that I'm not a very good shot, how do we achieve? I would like to shoot more consistent scores. Shoot a few more 24s, shoot a few more 48s, 49s, and 50s out of 50s. So how do we do that? But every time, I've noticed that every time I shoot a good score, there are certain things that I do. And our sport is a very unforgiving sport. You miss a target, it stays with you. In tennis, you can be 40 love down and still win that game. In golf, you can be two shots down and you can still end up below par because you can make up for your mistakes. But in this sport, it's a very cruel sport. Your mistakes stay with you. So it's not really a sport. It's better to think of it as a discipline. And when we get on that layout, we have to be disciplined. And I'm not the best exponent on that. But anyway, what I do is on the end lanes 1 and 5, I make sure that my body is positioned to take the worst angle to my left, and on lane 5 I make sure that I'm positioned to take the worst angle, the sharpest angle on my right, because you don't want to be stretching. You want to make sure you're comfortable both sides to be able to shoot those left-hand swingers and right-hand swingers. So that's important. You've got to concentrate on gun mount every single shot. If it's a 50 target event, 50 times you've got to concentrate on that gun mount. And if it feels a bit different, put the gun down and start again. If you're happy to miss the target, then don't remount. If it feels different, mount the gun again and mount to your cheek. Okay, then I always, when the guy before me is about to shoot, I take a deep breath and I open my eyes, and that just sort of sets me there. The deep breath calms me, and then soft focus beyond the gun, out in the distance, soft focus, and you'll see the target appear, and then it's just see bird, shoot bird. You don't think. You just call pull, you see that bird and you shoot it. If we think about it, our gun's going to be slow and we're going to miss. Every time I miss a target, it's because I'm thinking about it. We've got to just see that target and shoot it. Our subconscious will do the rest. And of course, if you're not shooting it instinctively, that means you're seeing the barrels. And we never look down the barrel. We always look at that target. We look at the target and it's see bird, shoot bird. So I hope that was useful. It's good to see you all again. Thank you for watching the videos, and I'll see you again definitely before Christmas. I will do another video. Okay, stay well. Happy shooting.